guys, this is me, Shydo Shiba, and today I'll be playing a visual novel called Major Minor, and it's the 2.0. And I read this visual novel before, but there is new content, and it came out like a few months ago. So yeah, and I'm gonna try it out. And the reason why I'm gonna read this is because there's like new content and stuff. So yeah, here we go. Wait a minute, where am I? Just a moment ago, I was on this. Um, just a moment ago, I was on a bullet train, but this? No, this is impossible. I'm suspended in the cosmos. As if to contradict that, however, I'm able to breathe without issue. I try to focus on that. Is an effort to combat the rapid breathing of my heart. One, two, three. But all of a sudden, I feel a hand rest upon my shoulder, locking up in fright. I don't turn to face them. Instead, they step into my view. Welcome to the Ark. Please do not be frightened. I'm here for your safety. This is a special place, you see, for those touched and shackled by the chains of fate. A place for those to change reality into something more, to make the universe and those in it to bend to their will. He places a hand on his chin like he's lost in thought. Pardon my anger, ignorance and assistance, but if you're so important, perhaps you could introduce yourself? My name is Shydo. Shydo, It's not a very powerful or meaningful name, but I suppose those values have yet to be imparted. But yeah, I'm gonna go with my Shydo name, as you can read from my YouTube channel. And yeah, Shydo. And then if somehow they ask for the last name, I'm going to be named Shiba, which Shydo is a Shiba Inu. So yeah, either way, the pleasure is mine. And not only that, but the deed is done. In giving me your name, your service is plagued, both to me and to the Ark. But this is no cause for concern. All that I ask. Wait, all that I asked. All I ask is that you make use of your newfound power, for through your pledge, you are now the architect of reality. While the universe once shaped you, it will now be the opposite. By the way, guys, I'm probably gonna mispronounce words and stuff, so I hope you understand. You are no longer a victim of circumstance, Shydo. On the contrary, circumstance is a victim of you. I fail to understand what he's saying. This all feels so wrong. I shouldn't be here. As if that a reality, I start to feel things fade away. Interesting. So you wish to leave. As I said, reality will now bends to your will. He smiles, implying that he does not offend by my desire to escape. Don't worry, in time I will find you. When I do, perhaps we can pick up where we left off. I don't know why, but as I fade away, I reach out to him. Perhaps I'm scared that nothing awaits me when I disappear, but then he's gone. Also, I'm just gonna pretend that Shydo is the Shiba in this visual novel, but yeah, nothing remains except for the memory of my imperial visit. A moment later, I feel a rush of speed as a familiar sight greets me. It's almost like my spirit momentarily left my body and only now returned. Who was that man? What was the arc? I have the most overactive imagination. I scratch my head in a state of confusion, writing it off as a dream. If I want to shake it off, I should ground myself in reality, in my current surroundings, the noises, the people, the sound of the train moving forward to Tokyo. I always wanted to go to Japan. Maybe someday I'll go. And also, Shiba's originally from Japan, so yeah, it's a fitting animal to do the protagonist. Yeah. Previous anxiety is almost immediately replaced with excitement. Honestly, this has been a destination on my bucket list for eternity, and it was going to kick off what would surely be the best year of my life. A few glances are directed towards me as my excitement takes physical form. I try to shrug it off as I grip the energy drink in my hand, a can of Popstar. It was far away and the best one on the market and gave me a fierce addiction. But it was worth it because my addiction helped me win a contest. Two cans were hidden in the world, granting whoever found it a life of luxury. The chance to tour with a world famous pop star and the man behind the drink itself. His name was Klace, and if you were wondering, yes, I'm a winner. The media called us the two lucky stars, but I have yet to meet the second winner. I was making my way to a meeting spot where I assumed it would all come together. Also, Klace is the visual novel creator, so yeah, he placed himself in the game. The situation actually reminded me of those golden tickets in our childhood stories. I imagine there'd be a bunch of media swarming me, and I might even become a public figure. That thought fills me with anxiety, but before my mind takes over, I'm interrupted. Someone walking down the aisle has a nasty fall. They brace their descent and land on me, on the seat beside me. Clumsy might have been an understatement, but I'm not about to judge. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I know it's no big deal, but I think for a moment before speaking my next words. Hmm, let's see. I can choose don't worry about it. Maybe this is a blessing in disguise. It's fine, but hold on. I'm gonna fall for you next. Watch where you're going. I almost spilled my drink. Yeah, I know how hard it can be to stand on a flat surfaces. I'm gonna go for this. Truly difficult, even for the best of us. I'm glad you're not upset though. I hate to ruin your day. He blushes and his, the back of his head, making his embarrassment super clear. I haven't really been on a train like this before. I'd say it makes me nauseous, but it's way worse than that. I can tell he's nervous due to the fact that he's shaking. I think that's new in the game, the 2.0. Anyway, as if to worsen his anxiety, a loud emergency alert comes from the train. It's clearly an alarm. Some sort of mechanic failure comes to a stop. Oh no. He covers his face with his hands, clearly in the mindset of panicking. I'm not ready to die. Dramatic. I know. He is dramatic. I gave him a soft nudge and tell him that everything is fine. It's likely something they'll fix in a matter of minutes anyway. But I hate to become late for my upcoming meeting. It wouldn't look good to win this contest and then be late for my pickup. Almost like it's instinct, I pull out my phone and start to pass the time. A moment later, however, it buzzes. A text from one of the contestant coordinators. It's pretty peculiar how I got a text from them the moment after thinking about all this, though of reality and bending the universe to my will flood my mind. I push them aside in order to answer the text. Are you almost here? I can't wait all day, you know. It's Rook. I'm supposed to meet him at the train station. He's wondering where I am, and I'm not sure what to say. Do I play cool or let him know that we've stalled? Um, So I have two choices. Not much longer now, or not sure. Something happened to the train. I'll say this one. Not sure. Something happened to the train. Uncertainly, my worst enemy. Very well. Keep me updated. I chose to be honest with him. No reason to get off to a bad start. But I have a feeling that's exactly what I did. He seems to have hate my response. I slide my phone back into my pocket and look over to my new friend. Also, I have a feeling I probably activated one of the endings. Like, I know there's like a true ending and what was it called? An ending where I'm not gonna spoil it, but yeah. Interesting. He's also texting away. E. Guess small talk is out of the question for now. I decide to let him finish and continue our interaction when he's ready. Well, as fun as awkward silence are, we should probably get to know each other, right? Especially if we could be stuck here forever. Yeah. Oh, how fun would that be? Let's get things started. You can call me Kyla. I'm here too. I already know who. I know that's not your name. So don't lie to me. Well, I'm here to see some friends. What about you? What brings you to these parts? I'm about to respond, but I cut off I cut myself off as well. Memories of signing that NDA start to fill my mind. I sworn to secrecy, but I don't think telling Kyla would cause any harm. In fact, it might impress him and make him even like me even more. There's something I want. Sorry, I can't say why I'm here. That's what I'm gonna go for, but the other choices, well, I won a contest. Sorry, I can't say why I'm here. Wow. Secret agent alert. Couple people look our way. That was definitely a less than ideal response. I get it though. Privacy is important and stuff. Far less of that needed on my end. I'm just here to visit my brother. I know what happens. I know what happened to your brother. But I'm gonna say it later in my few part series of this game. So yeah. I thought he was here to visit his friends. A bit odd that he changed his story, at least it stands out odd to me. He's been looking forward to this trip for ages. Personally, I'm more excited to hit up a maid cafe. I, if I went to Japan, one of the first things I want to do is visit a Shiba cafe because I saw online that there's Shiba cafes at Japan. Hey, maybe you and I can go one together. Get this new friendship off to a good start. I'm feeling it. Sure, I love to. Awesome, then let's keep in touch. I've been looking online and found some of the best cafes. Obviously, Akihabara is home to a lot of them. Before I can respond, the train starts moving again. Everyone is a bit shaken by the sudden movements, except for Kyla. He beamed with a wide smile, as if it was some sort of major victory. Wow, I was scared for nothing. That didn't last long at all. We both sit we both sit satisfied that our journey is continuing, but for some reason I keep replaying things in my mind and that my head I mean the matter with the NDA and this maid cafe business. For some reason, I keep doubting myself in my own mind. It's definitely because of that dream I had, the arc or whatever. If I was really in charge of reality though, I wouldn't be on this train. I'd be rich, famous, a luxury of a life of luxury. That should be proof enough that it was just some stupid dream. Yet I doze off of the train, and it's just a silly little dream, that's all. There's no way it was real. I'm gonna say real quick. Yeah. Huh. Oh, uh-huh. There's no way it was real. At that exact moment, a harsh pain attacks my chest. The more pain than I've ever felt before. It's unbearable. It pulses through my body in time of my heartbeat. I go to clutch my gut, only to find out that I can't move. Everything around me seems to have frozen in place. I start to panic like before. I trust I try to focus on my breathing, but I can't breathe either. I have no idea what's going on, but I can feel it. That hand on my shoulder, as if it was here to save me. The man from the ark steps into the view once more. Oh no. Nice to see you again, Shydo. I didn't mean to scare you away last time we met. When reality bends to your will, though, I'm not surprised that you left. Such places can chip away at even the strongest will with ease. I could tell that you were conflicted, though. You think that everything you saw was a dream, yet now your quote unquote dream stands before you. I am real, the arc is real, and the power you've been given, the more real than you can imagine. However, hello? You asked, you will be asked to help me. Think of it as a quote unquote train for your newfound ability. Later tonight, I will find you again and explain everything. That is when your journey will truly begin. I immediately shot back to my own reality, or at least the reality I'm comfortable with. But now, I know one thing for sure. That really happened. The arc wasn't a dream. I really was given this power by a mysterious man. My confusion only serves to heighten my anxiety. It's like a million of voices fighting in my head. They're trying to make sense of what happened and quickly failing. No one would believe me. I was alone in all of this. I felt awful. Hey, are you coming? Well, maybe I'm not entirely alone. Kyla stands before me, his luggage in tow. But I noticed that I'm also standing up. Huh? I've no recollection of the rest of our trip. It's almost like my body was moving by itself or something. This could definitely be problematic. I disregarded and followed Kyla. Did I say something wrong? I really need to watch my mouth. You're fine. Mm, okay, I'm gonna go how Shydo's personality is, which I make Shydo like kind, selfless, and stuff. So you're fine. I'm just tired. Oh, me too. That time zone change is killing me, but we're almost there. So just keep up pushing forward. The door to the train slides open and everyone starts scurrying out. I'm a little thankful that Kyla wanted to leave with me. I'd hate to be alone. Yeah, alone and confused in a foreign country. That'd be a bad combo. Any chance that had enjoyed my day now completely destroyed, especially now that I knew the man from the Ark would be visiting me tonight. Whatever journey was about to quote unquote begin, it was far from the one I envisioned. Meanwhile, in the courtrooms of Terra, so basically, this is in a different world, and then what we're in, aka Shydo, aka me, is in Earth. This is like different world. It was oh, okay, yeah. They kind of explain it anyway. It was a planet far from Earth, yet closer than any could possibly imagine. Its faithful link to other worlds was both its only hope and potential cause of destruction. Citizens of Terria, Please welcome Lord Blair, front runner for the position of mayor, and soon your future king. As his humble servant, I can prove one thing. He will lead Terra forward a new age of prosperity for all of us. Player steps forward, motioning for his servants to step aside. Now, Riley, let me speak of this prosperity on my own. Every single Terrian must be aware of the stakes our impending doom. Forgive me, I did not mean to speak for you, especially not in front of all these people. I have no ill will, Riley. Remember, we're all in this together. As Terrians, our unity and world must be placed above all else. Of course, my lord. Riley retreats to a seat, and Blair gestures broadly at his audience. We are giving ourselves a certain reputation, one that is one of charity, even those from other worlds. But this reputation and charity has started to fault us. Countless people now seek our handouts and our refuge. It's gotten to the point where we can no longer feed our own. Terrans starve and die, serve the need of others. If we keep this up, we will become naught but a husk of our former glory. Our king, Vesla, Velaquiz, I don't know, I'm gonna call him Vela for short, knows this all too well, yet takes no action. If elected, I will close off Terra to other worlds. It's time that we look after ourselves. Don't you agree? The audience indeed agreed, with scattered cheering and applause. And he calls himself the quote-unquote immortal king? If he's truly lived for Amelia, he'd have some common sense. Unfortunately, that seems to be in short supply these days, especially with his allies. My common sense tells me one thing: our surveillance is key. Every off-worlder we accept is other stroke on the canvas, one that paints us lax and forces us charity throughout words of mouth. If elected, I will devote myself to this cause. Terra's independence will lead us to a brighter future, a future that cannot achieve by our current king, Vela. He takes a few steps back, and Riley approaches the podium once more. There you have it. We desire Terra's independence. I can already tell that some of you are famished and weak. Do you like the fact that an off-worlder has access to more food than you? The audience subject, clearly behind Blair's cause. If he became the mayor, then the next step would be king, and with him as king, Terra would no longer be world of handouts. Charity begets charity. Nar altruism becomes a curse. Vela has made us victims of our public image. But like all things, it cannot last forever. Before we end the rally, are there any questions? Almost they were waiting, someone immediately steps forward. I have something to say, sir. Very well. He steps back, once making way for Blair. What is it, my child? Child, don't make me laugh. I'm not one of your mindless followers. The problem isn't with King Bella. It solely lies with the greed of people like you. People who hoard food and wealth and claim short supply. What are you implying? I kind of figured you'd be able to pick up on that. As smart as you claim you are, you're definitely falling short. You don't care about the starving people. If you open your gates, you could feed almost everybody. What you truly care about is the dilution of Terra's legacy. Some twisted belief that Terrians are greater than others, that this world has some greater purpose or destiny. You only want to keep off-worlders worldlers away. In order for us to remain afloat, we must ration our resources. Closing off Terra will achieve this and put us on the right track. Like I said, opening your gates will achieve too. If what you say is true, then take us to your place and hold a feast. Everybody, I can assure you, I can assure you that you're being lied to. These baseless accusations have no merit. I would never keep food from people. The crowd starts to chatter, clearly invested in the drama. What if I had proof? Impossible. Possible, trust me. Your servant, Kabu, has told me everything. He gave me a peculiar shipping manifest, and it spoke for itself. Your estate hoards food, enough to feed us, all of us who are starving. What? Kabu steps forward, taking over the conversation. I can confirm everything that Kaylin has said. Kabu, watch what you're saying. I used to think that Lord Player was a friend, even though I'm not from this world. He treated me with care. There was a time when he considered me his son. I still do. Please stop this nonsense. It's not nonsense. Over the years, I've seen Player get more and more bitter. He simply hates off-worlders and wants them gone from Terra. It's so bad that he resorts to awful schemes and tactics to achieve this. This manifest proves how much food you're hoarding, but you're only doing it in the name of creating an artificial shortage, one that you can convince blame on others and fuel your campaign. A thief on the upper class, that's all we need, then everybody would be fed, and we'll all be happy. That's what a vote for Bella will get you. Here's to continue reign of our mortal king, the only wise man enough to see Terra's rotten core. He placed the manifest down in front of him. I'll leave this for everyone to see, and with that, I rest my case. He steps back and raises his arms in surrender. Caitlin does the same. It seems their interruption has come to an end. Riley, please convine everyone of the truth, and guards detain those men. Wow, being silenced and taking them to jail. Well, as soon as we exit the train, I notice how empty the station is. That's a little odd for some reason. I thought it'd be busy. So, this is it, huh? I kinda pictured something different. Something more grand and awe-inspiring. Oh well, it's my fault for getting my hopes up. When you do that, you can only be let down in the end. Awfully pessimistic. Hey, pull out your phone so we could exchange our info before we forget. I'll keep in touch about those maid cafes. I'm trying to find one of the best. Don't want to waste time, right? I nod. It sounds good to me. Having a friend in a place like this would be invaluable. We both pull out our phones and exchange our information. He looks very happy, so I can only offer him a smile in return. Thanks, I'll be sure to keep in touch. I shake my head, then he scurries away. I scan my surroundings and wonder where I'm supposed to go. Rook was probably waiting for me, but I wasn't sure where he was. I start to wander around, but that quickly comes to an end. After a few moments of walking, I bumped directly into somebody else. It was a woman, and she looked taken aback. I apologized endlessly. Hey, watch where you going. I could say the same to her. Obviously, I don't. I yield immediately. I'm telling her that I'm a foreigner and a little lost. Oh, a forager? So am I. But I'm no Corin. I don't know how to say that. So I can't be much help. You should probably check the atrium for assistance. She points towards a large open area. I guess that's a good enough landmark to start with. After thanking her, I start to follow her directions. But almost immediately, I feel a grip on my shoulder. Oh no, I hope it's not who I think it is. Since I can move, I turn around to find out. Hey, hi. Were you talking to your? Were you talking to yourself? Are you? Are you? Are you really that lonely? I'm extremely relieved. This must be Rook. For a moment there, countless possibilities ran through my mind. And just for disclosure, none of them were very good. I have no idea what he means by talking to yourself, though. Whatever, I'm just glad you're here. The speaker mentioned something about a possible delay. That's something just. That's just something we can't afford. Not today, not ever. We're on a strict schedule. STRICT. He starts typing on his tablet. Strict. Adjective. Acting in close conformity to requirements or principle. Ever heard of that word before? I'm starting to think you haven't. Oh, he's a jerk. I get it. Anyway, where's the other one? It must mean the other contest winner. Oh, I'm not good enough for you? Yeah, correct. He lets out a sigh and start tabbing. He lets out a sigh and he starts typing on his tablet again. I'm actually starting. I'm actually kind of curious who the other winner is. Who I shared this luxury trip with. Oh, here they are. I look over to Lucas staring. I'm taking it back. It's Kyla? Hold on a minute. There's no way. Sorry, I didn't come over sooner. I was just standing there watching. You were watching us? That's exceedingly creepy, Kyla. So that's the kind of group I've got. A stalker and someone who talks to themselves. I'm not a stalker, I'm just shy. And hold on a minute, you're the other contest winner? The way he emphasized you are is a little odd. I'm not sure if I should be offended by it or not. I guess I'm kind of glad we get along, even if it was just for a few minutes. I was worried that the other winner would be a bad person. Something like that could have easily ruined this trip. Either way, I'm happy it's you. I'm happy too. Let's make this awesome, Kyla. Yeah, awesome as can be. A small silence ensued before Kyla changes the subject and breaks it. Now we can hit up a Meg Cafe for sure. This is turning out to be amazing. A Meg Cafe? Oh no. Why you say it like that? Bad experience, I guess. Much like the one I'm having right now. Hmm. Thanks for making plans without me, though. It's nice to know that my input, the coordinator, is valuable. Clearly a big comment. Kyla doesn't bite. What do you have in mind exactly? Nothing really. I'm supposed to help you waste time. Something came up. Your first meeting was with Klace. Isn't for another day or two now. Wait, then why are you mad? Especially if you didn't have any ideas of your own. I'm changing the subject now. Damn. I think I know why you type in the tablet. Yeah. If you want to go to a maid cafe, I know a few places. It wouldn't be a bad idea to visit Kahibara either. I'm totally down, but hold on. You said something came up? Oh, nothing major. Klace and his manager just got into a fight. It's pretty. It happens pretty often, especially as visions clash. Hmm. It doesn't help that Klace is hot headed either. Just give him time to vent and relax. It'll be fine. If you say so. Anyway, let's get moving. We're supposed to be wasting time, but not too much. Yeah, it's time we ditch the station. A few minutes of walking, we exited the station. It feels nice to get some fresh air. I take a deep breath. I was finally here. No more planes, no more trains. Wow, this place looks amazing. Yeah, it definitely a pretty sight. It must be a better after that long trip. That long flight, right, right into a long train ride. Yeah, for sure. Wait, does that mean we're on the same flight? That's so cool. What are the odds of that? Pretty high, actually. But I stay silent as to not downplay Kyla. Pretty solid, actually. You both won the same contest after all. Enter Rook, the social assassin. I guess I didn't think of it like that. Well, just enjoy your vacation. There's no need to think anymore. Just enjoy the ride. And speaking of ride, you seen that limo over there? Is that ours? Yep. Across the street, he knocks on the window. Seconds later, someone steps out. It's a new face. So, you two are the big winners. I'm the winner. Yeah. Huh. Definitely why. Definitely not what I was expecting to see, but it's a pleasure to meet you, the both of you. I'm Jane. Did you send Rook to try and scare us away? Trust me, he wouldn't have truly, but I'm glad that you all pushed through. It's nice to meet you too, Jane. But what did you expect to see exactly? Good question. The hype is just immeasurable. Kinda expect the winners to be larger than life. I know what you mean. I might feel the same way when we meet Klace. Likely. Can you tell us a bit about him, by the way? I want to know what we're in for. No, he's nothing but a spoiled brat, but he's talented, so we keep him around. Joking. Rook been keeping me tips on humor. If I fell flat this time, I apologize. With Rook as a teacher, falling flat is the name of the game. It's okay, the effort's what counts. A phrase often uttered by losers. Guess it's good thing you two won. Then come on, let's get into the limo, get things moving. Welcome to Japan. Please be on your best behavior. I will not give you another warning. Wow. Outside of the courtroom of Terra, moments after Kaylin's interjection. I find this wolf hot. So, do you think enough to ruin? Do you think enough to ruin player? Only time will tell, Conrad. It was risky, but we succeeded. Kaylin could be our inside man, just like we wanted. Also, this tiger question mark? I don't know. But I have to ask, was the evidence real? It helped us. It doesn't matter. Means to an end. I believe that's saying now that the pieces are in position so we can start to play. Player won't go down without a fight though. This isn't going to be pleasant for Kaylin or Kabu. What do you think will happen in in the in the Neon? I don't know. Interrogation, I assume. Probably with a side of torture, but Kaylin is resilient. He'll survive. All we have to do is to wait for him to send us more mail. After that, we can formulate a final plan of attack. I think he's going to plant some more evidence, something we can find next time we visit Blair, an innocent visit, an incriminating find. It's almost poetic. It's cold, is what it is. Yes, it gives me the chills. What about Kabu though? He's going to face the burnt of this. Or if he sacrificed, don't you think? He did this willingly. He wanted to take down Blair as well. I suppose so. You can see right now in the headlines, Assassin Guild outs corrupt politician. Our reputation will be better than ever. With assassins, Conrad, we have to we have no reputation at all. With shadow and secrecy is what we must remain. Just try and make conversation. If people found out about us, it'd be a downfall. They'd be connect the dots and find out that Bella funds us. At that point, he'd be getting out, not player. Curse your wisdom. What do we do now then? Like I said, we wait for Kaylin to write us. take action until we know he's prepared. What about the ritual? What about it? Well, we're secretly bringing off-worlders to Terra. Claire hates them. If we keep handling them over, he'll trust us more and make it striking that much easier. Exactly. And you thought I was being cold. Guess you're robbing off on me, but at least we can make progress while we wait. I wonder what Claire is doing with these people, though. I think it's assumed to. I think it's safe to assume that we're sending them to their deaths. Let me guess, means twinning. If that helps you fall asleep at night. He smiles and walking away from Conrad. It's about making a living, but it's harder and harder as the shadows get struck with light. Hopefully we can pull this off. I'd love to swim in Velaquid's treasury. Man can dream. Hey Andy, wait for me. And that's why I'm gonna say Andy instead of saying his full ass name. We are led into a massive limo. Emphasize on the massive. It definitely didn't take long, this big from the outside. Jake takes the driver's seat, leaving the rest of us in the back. Wow, this is amazing. It's spacious and luxurious. Hmm? Rourke shakes his head and looks towards us. He was clearly staring at Jane through the limo's partition. What kind of relationship did those two have exactly? Jade speaks through the partition. So, where to? A night cafe, actually. And no snide remarks, please. It was not my choice, not mine. I wouldn't dream of it, but I think I know just the place to go. As long as you're not gonna mock me about it. Me? Mock you? Don't tempt me, Rook. I can't believe you sometimes. Anyway, fasten your seatbelts. Don't want either you getting hurt before the tour. Rook types away on the tablet before it down beside him. This is gonna be the awkward part, but we're supposed to bond. He shares the word bond, but I'm about to call it out on him, but I hear a noise up the front. Is someone in the passenger seat? I asked Jade to sneak a peek. Oh, you notice? Hey, Inumi, want to say hello? Hey. He retreats just as quickly as he appeared. I have no idea who that was. That's Klace's brother, Inumi. Brother? They look nothing. I said it's his brother. Klace, Kyla was right. But he's quickly cut off. I can only assume Inumi was an adopted brother. Oh, of course. Well then, that's really awesome. Awesome indeed. Anyway, I was about to go over some of the basics, just stuff you should know before I let you wander around. He reaches into his pocket, pulls out two small books. After he hands them to us, I start flip through the pages. These books have some common Japanese phrase. You may need to make use of them as you explore. It might help, depends on who you're talking to. Luke is being helpful? Oh my goodness. For some reason, I assumed he's allergic. Hey Rook, remember what we talked about? You know, about the current events? Alright, the midnight deaths. The what now? I don't think I could have been more clear. Deaths, and they just happened to occur at midnight. You mean like the. You mean. So I have. Wait to kill the vines rook again? Oh, are you worried about my safety? You mean like the one in video game Midnight? What's the specific pattern? Let me go for this. Do I look like the kind of guy that plays video games? Wait, don't answer that. I live in ignorance. In my opinion, Rook, you do look like because you play because you have tablet and the outfit. But I know why you use the tablet. He keeps trying typing as he talks. It's certainly the work of a serial killer, but the number of victims substantial. I guess we want to give you a heads up. Make sure that you're safe when the clock strikes midnight, and if you don't mind, I might even call out for confirmation. I definitely don't mind, but me and Shydo could team up and take them down together. You absolutely couldn't. Turn his tablet around, showing us several articles as he swipes. The killer leaves impossible no evidence. It's almost impossible to do that, given forensic technology, so these deaths are just as much mystery as they are calculated. No trash at all? Like a ghost? Like a ghost, yeah. But I'm only telling you for this one reason. The murderers started around a month ago. The same night we arrived in Tokyo for the tour. You might want to keep the part for the tours a secret for now. People are starting to see our arrival as an ill omen. That's why we try to keep your arrival quiet. Guess that makes sense. For some reason, I expected media swarm. You know, the lucky two arriving in Tokyo claim their prize. At least I know that you two are trustworthy. Just don't speak up and stay off the streets at night. Our lips is sealed, don't worry. Good, because I don't want Scene to kill me. That's the tour manager. And by the way, and Klace's boss, you'll meet him soon enough. He's just a little busy. Ooh, the big boss, huh? You could call him that, yeah. Anyway, you know that argument I mentioned earlier? Singh put restrictions on Klace, ones that he didn't agree with. Obviously, it was his name of his safety. Some people are even starting to accuse of the murderers, at least this way. We always have an alibi and stuff. Sounds stressful, quite, and it's for the life, quite, but the life you're in for now. On a life like this, there's always one or two things going wrong. Or sometimes six. 6 to 7. The reason why I did that is because if you're talking about watching it around the future, there's like a meme that's like 6, 7. Yeah, I don't like that meme. Right after that, the limo coming to a stop. We must have reached our destination. Well, here we are. Hope you don't mind a little bit of walking. All of us exit the limo except for Inumi. He seems more comfortable remaining in the passenger seat. I can't say for sure, though, that he's missing out on a credible sight. Well, guys, I'm getting the live stream here. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye. Oh, well, not live stream, but video. Thank you guys for watching, and